What's up? We're back. Look at us, dude. We're in a four-way tie for 591 place. 91st place. 91. Yeah, 95. We're in a four-way tie for 591. Good job. Let's see my dog. This is my dog. Hi. Hi. This is my dog. It's my good luck dog. You gonna make me win. Man. You gonna make me win, man. Hey, you gonna make me win the man, Bailey? The dog is spoken. Let me get a fan in here. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot in here. So I brought my fan. Let's go. Shout out to my spirit. My devils.
A city known for its incredible skyline, its nightlife and beaches, today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Welcome in, everyone. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt on the call for you for this one. And I'm sure a lot of people in attendance and watching from home, Brock, they've already got the winner made up in their mind. But I'll tell you one thing, we've got a sideline down there ready to dispel that eye test.
Well, all that talk before the game is just that. Talk. You can look at past performance. You can look at metrics. You can spin any numbers you want. But we're about ready to kick this thing off. And from there, it's anybody's game.
And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. What? Jackson looking to throw right away.
Oh!
Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to his physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Give me that. Let's go.
AJ Terrell with the pick.
AJ!
And the
AJ!
ball on the first turnover of the contest.
AJ knows what he's doing, man. People sleep on AJ.
drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's got pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
First couple snaps, first drive of a game, it's all about who can land that opening punch. Gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Don Terry, oh.
36.
Don Terry.
Getting the fullback
Boom.
involved here. And he's only going to take this forward to about the 38. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Sometimes it's not about flash and sizzle, Kate. Sometimes it's about old school football. Give your fullback the ball, and he's going to go get you a couple yards.
Going right back to the fullback. Next play. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just pick it up a little bit before they stall him out.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, he's going to throw.
Oh, no.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Christian Benford has it. And a great return comes to an end with the tackle.
Sometimes he just mess up.
Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going. Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. Has the connection to Jones. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So we saw dueling interceptions in a turnover-laden 1st quarter. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. We're back and we'll join this
gotta clamp them up, dude. They gotta clamp them up, dude.
They've got a 1st to begin the fray.
Clamps.
Goes down. The Falcons got to him.
Clamps.
And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you just gotta right? You just gotta try to get a feel for which defense is gonna come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
That's gonna be an incomplete pass on the right.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd and long for him here. Forced out to his right.
Clamps.
Right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Tucker's kick is up and good. And that will get them on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that kick is going to go out of bounds, and you know what that means. That ball's headed to the 40. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. First and 10 from the 41. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. He breaks the tackle. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
I can't hear you over my stream.
At the 38. First down, and they go right back to him. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. It's the Falcons looking at 2nd and 1. Let's go now. Drop 50. From the 29. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they're the quickest reactions as well. You needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Lone man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to his great effort defensively.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Taking a shot deep down the field it goes. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Kirby Joseph picks it. Oh my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Throw came out right as the defense
Gotta get more time, dude.
Incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the two were not able to reel it in.
He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw out of the gun. On the move, headed right. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
18, 5 in.
Throwing from the gun here.
What are you?
Dude! It's incomplete. So the defense
That was wide open, bro. Come on. How do you miss that?
Back to their offense. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down. Here's Lamar. Into the hands of Pitts. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. And creates space. Take that shot downfield.
From the 46.
Oh, give me that, give me that, give me that.
Catch is made down the right sideline. As this play goes out of bounds, all eyes turn to that flag on the field. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Pitts brings it in. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll give him a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap block, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Bullock's kick is good. And our first half ends with 3 points. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he makes the catch. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Falcons will have a 1st. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be bottled up after taking it down to the 43. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Well, I call that a table setter. If you're getting that kind of efficient production out of your fullback, well, that just sets the table up for everyone else on this offense to eat.
From the 43.
Are you serious?
Recovered by the defense.
You know, Kate, defenders today are taught, don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form. Making that strip sack and that play was a masterpiece.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. The left side is caught by Pitts. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
From the 37. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. They're trying something here. They fake this spike.
Let's go.
That one falls
Let's go.
An unexpected does not get the better of them defensively. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. On first down, they'll run. He made a bid for midfield there, but stops at his own side at the 49. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. A tight end in motion now. They'll throw on first. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing now, off play action. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. Motioning one of the tight ends.
How is he doing that? How is he running across it so quickly?
I know from the position as quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It's only a gain of one. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing third and long. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Falcons football. A nice little
Pinto 2400.
in the quarter. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Back to throw it. Chased out to his right. Completed to his running back. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Kicked well, and this is good! And that will make it a field goal game.
This is a case of just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Handoff now out of the gun. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so switchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. These guys only up by a few. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Looking to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. He'll throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's
God damn it.
What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh?
Yeah, we pretty much lost.
On fourth down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
No, we changed it.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. That's Jones working the sideline, complete. And he's all the way to the 5 before going
It was
out.
crazy, dude.
They rip off a big chunk of field and it sets them up with first and goal.
Can't even guard him, dude. I'll be honest, dude. I can't guard him.
They'll try and punch it in. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. The loss sets them up at the 9-yard line. It's second and goal. They're running again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Quick throw left side
That
complete.
sucks.
And in for the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Looking to throw it. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I mean, we're 80. We're basically 80% in our last 5 games. I mean, that's good. Hate to lose, but hey, it happens. Shout out to my opponent. He was very good. I'm not gonna lie. He had me stuttering with my offense. play some music. Let's get into the game. Let's go. Let's go.
First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defenses. Feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the W.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense, very similar on defense, all the metrics, all the stats, can you find an advantage, even the slightest one, in the kicking game, the return game, generate a turnover or a big kick return? Sometimes that little slight advantage is all you need to tip the scales in your favor.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Hey, report.
They run once more with McCaffrey.
Stop. Is he gonna go for it? I don't know, dude. He's going for it. He's going for it.
On this opening drive, they're going to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started. Throwing is Vick. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down. Jones motioning here. Now, Vick. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. To the air. It's Vick. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Warriors, 79 Broncos.
To throw, here's Vic. To the right, that's Pitts. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on 3rd down in critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball. When you give the ball to the fullback, it just hits a lot faster, so it puts a lot of pressure on the defense to trust their reads and react. It's exactly what we saw here. They're able to take him down in the backfield for a loss. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's 3rd and goal. Throwing now, Vic.
Bruh.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Take the 3, take the 3, take the 3.
You couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone
Oh.
how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish
Barely
these
up.
drives. I mean,
We
to
barely
get
up.
first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Jones now on the return.
Ooh.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Kirby Joseph there to make the play. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the 1st down up past the 40-yard line.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan of the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the 1st down.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They'll try to throw here with Jackson.
Oh, what are you doing? He dropped it! He dropped it!
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike, in this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the 1st half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
3rd and short, Jackson. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks.
Let's go!
Decision to make.
Woo!
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Come on, come on. Hey. Back all 80.
On play action, it's Vick. On throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime lose. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
He'll get this out to his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
On third down, it's Vick. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And now it's fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. They'll come up on a second down and 8. From the gun, Jackson. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first as they stop with 28 seconds to go in this first half. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's McCaffrey. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Vick. Inside the 10. It is caught. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal. To throw is Vick. Oh, no, back over the middle. It's intercepted.
Dang, I just threw away points.
Stevenson. Set to go now on first and 10. Jackson now. That's caught by McCaffrey. Moore going in motion. And this time they'll just keep it on the ground. And he's able to give him a little breathing room. He's got a first down up past the 15-yard line. On the draw, here comes McCaffrey. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. He'll keep it on the ground here again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So just a lone field goal accounting for the scoring in the first half. 3-0 is our score. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's what the coach is, Jonathan Coachman. And our EA Sports halftime report. Just one score, one lone field goal. All these two teams could muster in half number 1. What awaits us here in the second half? Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Vic. First down throw there is incomplete.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time. It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
And that is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. 1st and 10.
No, we changed it.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Julian Blackman comes up from the safety spot to bring him down. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Pitts is the man in motion. They'll stay on the ground, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. Trayvon Diggs in on the tackle. Vic. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
What really stood out to me, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker prior to the ball being snapped. So often we see the guy who's blitzing, they get a little antsy and they tip their hand. But that wasn't the case here. He times it perfectly. Nobody accounts for him, and he comes away with the sack.
Let's go.
It is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes planned up. There's nowhere to go.
God, Terry Poe.
Touchdown, Atlanta. Now on top of their 1st. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front. It's one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. With Greg Olson, Mike Tirico up here in the booth. So glad that you are along with us. Greg got a couple offenses here that love to take their shots down the field, so the defenses really have their task right in front of them if they want to win this game.
Yeah, no question. I think as many of the matchups that we've dove into this entire week, it really comes down to which defense puts a lid on the opposing passing game and prevents as many big plays as possible. We see it week in and week out. The correlation between generating big plays, especially through the air, directly leads to the ability to score points. So make teams go the long way. You know, the defense, old saying is, make them snap it again.
That's caught by Harrison right side.
Seemed like the receiver ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice game.
He'll try to power ahead with Ricard. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
Come on now, that's just unfair. You're asking them to stop a fullback cold. All he needed was a couple inches to pick up the first down. Mike, I think if they run that play 10 different times, he's moving the chains.
We'll get this to about midfield. Hayden Ellis in on that stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Motion man, set right. A very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yardage. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Preston.
Give me that! Give me that!
And intercepted. Picked off by Hayden Ellis. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes.
Got him!
You got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Come on.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
We met with them the other day, Mike, and the offensive coordinator, he went out of his way. He was adamant that they felt really good early in this game. There was a lot of things on this opening script they could do to attack this defense. Well, needless to say, I don't think giving up a sack on the first play was what he had in mind, and now they face a 2nd and long. They got to get back on track.
Ready. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. They'll look to throw. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. Falcons.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands, I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the first down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Jones now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll get that complete to Harrison. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down. So after 1, 7-0 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. Man open is Jones. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Let's do the math here.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he will get down here as he wisely avoids the contact.
Oh, no.
Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly,
3 minus 4 equals what? I don't know.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll check this down to the running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Pistol now for Prescott. Quick throw, taken in. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
That's going to be caught in the end zone. And they take the lead by 1. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. And that's going to be short, not making it to the landing zone. So this means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now, faking the give. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but down around the 15-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 45 yards. 2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now, Vick. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And this defense holds its ground. They stop him for no gain. And 4th down's coming up. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. The Falcons sending out the field goal unit. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Falcons get 3 here late in the 1st half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the 1st half clock. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Prescott on 1st down. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
Come on, dude. You got to intercept that.
A.J. Terrell, the tight coverage there, and he knocks it away.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down. Carlson's kick is good. And the Chiefs get 3 here late in the 1st half to take the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line.
Okay, break. Here we go.
Throwing now, Vic. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. So we've reached halftime here at Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now for Jonathan Coachman as our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this 2nd half. About to get started. Short kick taken at the 17. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. On play action, it's Vic. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 41 yards.
Let's go now. Ready?
He'll try the right side this time. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Quentin Williams there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I take it.
Prescott now. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
And he's going to have the Chiefs' 1st down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. Here's Dak to throw. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Here's the fullback, Ricard. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Prescott. So, 3 quarters now in the books. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Right, take.
To throw is Dak. There he goes again.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Yeah, here we go.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Big play coming up. This is third down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, KC. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
This becomes a big spot here for the Chiefs. They will indeed go for 2. That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Jones now on the return. And they'll force him out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Vic. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That is brought in. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Here is first and goal. They'll stick to the ground. He is in. Touchdown, Falcons. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The kicking team on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Jones now on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. This is first and 10.
Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Come on, dog.
Now Prescott. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
That's hyping up, bro.
In the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here comes second down.
Kill.
They'll drop to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. When it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. After that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down. They'll motion a tight end right. To the air again. Prescott.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
On second down, it's Dak. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. And in motion, it's Diggs. Dak facing third and long. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this fourth down. They need their best play.
That's taken in.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
First down, Prescott. He's got it at about the 8. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
And here's a great example, Mike, of how experience and having some veteran players at these key spots, they can work so well together. The whole idea is you need to see the game through the eyes of the quarterback, and I think that's what the receiver did such a nice job in. He was on time, he was accurate, and you never fool your quarterback. When you have two guys like this that are operating on the same page, you can see the result.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Jones now on the return. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. They'll come up for first and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Now a timeout. Atlanta. That's their first. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throw away. And he's taken down.
Outside of turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
He's going to let this one go deep. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Okay, they get the timeout call. They got one big play. Can they do it again? Don't go anywhere. Here's first down. Vic gonna look to throw. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. So this one in the win for the Chiefs. It was a game that hung in the balance much of the way, but they're able to come away with a 2-point victory.
Hey, man. Can't believe we lost it. top loss.